Hello, peasantry and worker underclass. It is Capitalist Slappy here to discuss a weird one. Uh, Interestingly enough, Maggie Mayfish did a video on the fake off-grid grifters. You know, the fakery of all that horseshit, which is always fake and always horseshit. Anyway, and I just happened to almost immediately the algorithm sent me the dude, the British dude with the Chicom excavator. Now, let's be clear. I always love equipment. If it's got motors and tracks, hey, not only can I work on it, I can rebuild the hydraulics on it, so on and so forth. But I wanted to throw this out for Econ. Well, not just Econ. There's some of Gaz is one of them. He knows. Back in the day, not that long ago, what, 10, 12 years ago, I built an excavator. If I remember rightly, I got a couple videos of it up. It's just an excavator. It's got 12 horse Briggs on it, or it used to have the 12 horse Briggs. Now it's got the 15, I think it is, or 14, 5 Briggs on it. Anyway, this is not magic, so I'm going to throw out that it's not a really super hard concept. You just need to know how to put shit together. So I'm going to point this out. This Chicom excavator that he bought. Now, I'm not going to say it's garbage, but it's garbage. Okay, and also it's extremely fucking overpriced. Mine is twice the power, I guarantee you, and twice the reach. Okay? Mine ain't gonna fall apart. Mine was over-engineered. Okay? Mine's got outriggings, and I can move it with one hand. I don't need tracks. I can pull it with a four-wheeler. Right? I can pull it by hand. Okay? And unlike his, you just flip the axles up and you pull it behind a vehicle just like it is. You just, tie your arm up. So, why am I interested in his video, you're asking? I saw his original video and went and looked at these Chicom excavators. Again, way overpriced, because we're going to get to that. And amazingly, if you look at his right there, that's a child's toy that's not going to do any rock, any real gravel. And I'm almost dead certain that someone contacted him and said, hey, I could be dead wrong, but there's some type of sponsorship, and all of this is real fucky because, it's homesteading, his channel. And it's like, yeah, no, dude, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And that right there, that machine, those machines that I went and looked at are not worth it. You can build something better than that at home. Okay? I'm just saying. I should know. I've done it. Okay? The only thing I've never built would be a skid steer. And I don't want to build a fucking skid steer. So, you may notice in his video, because it's a fascination thing, these people dry up and run out of content, and they got to feed the pay piggies, their simps, some garbage content. Alright? So, the pay piggies and the simps will come feed their ego and throw money at them. Whatever, I don't know. Don't give a fuck. Don't know these people, don't give a fuck about these people. I get to watch Gaz go do his stuff, and then I got to go look at these fucking pricks, and you're like, stick with Gaz. Anyway, so his numbers are way off. I'm going to explain some shit to y'all. I want you to watch his video, and he's going to tell you specific numbers, okay, about import and all this. On the total price. His total price is right on top of 8 $8,000 for that little bitty piece of shit. $8,000. All right. I built mine with twice the horse, twice the reach for $3,000. So why the fuck are you listening to this guy? I have used mine a shitload more than 40 hours over the last 12 years, 10, 12 years. I think it's 12 years. I've dog shit beat the fuck out of it and had to rebuild one of the damn hydraulics. All right, one of the cylinders. Well, the bucket cylinder is the one, but it's the one that takes a lot of beating anyway. So, I'm just saying. And according to him, either this is a joke, the guy is a fucking moron, or something I just don't understand for it to get 300,000 views on a piece of garbage. The only thing I think of is the pet rock syndrome, which is he's got a pet rock. He said, oh, look at my pet rock. I work hard. My pet rock is the best ever pet rock. And you're just like, no, it's bullshit and it's garbage. Okay. But hey, good for you with your little sheet metal fucking thing there. I don't know what that is. I'm not impressed. Secondly, there's some problems with his story. Well, we're doing it. We're getting there, kids. This Chicom excavator, if you'll notice, does not look like it's had many hours. It definitely does not look like it's got 40 hours. I don't believe any of his bullshit right there, but whatever. Okay? Evidently, he took offense to some people at some point, leaving comments of, why are you buying this Chicom garbage? No, I'm not saying I wouldn't want a little piece of Chicom garbage right there. I would, just like I'd like to have a T-34. A Russian T-34. For about 50 or 60 bucks, that's what I would purchase it for. Not for no goddamn $8,000. You're out of your fucking mind. Anyway, so let's go through it. Again, I think it's a joke of some kind. According to him, he barfed up right on top of $8,000 for this Chicom deal, and has used it for 40 hours. That comes out to being about $180 an hour. Now, Econ will like this one. Why would you put $8,000 into something that you're going to use for 40 hours? That's what his story doesn't make no sense. They did this specifically to get views from the beginning and whatever the fuck. They had some kind of sponsorship, whatever the shit. I don't know. Nobody, unless you're a dumb fuck, does shit like that. Okay? There's got to be an extra scam level in there. So that's $180 an hour. Okay? For his little Chicom piece of garbage. You can go rent one daily for $16 an hour. One that is slightly bigger than that and is homegrown. You can go rent it at a heavy equipment place. $16 an hour. Now, again, let me point out, he paid $8,000 for this thing and he's only used it 40 hours. That's $180 an hour. Now, how did he not know what the fuck he was doing? You're supposed to plan your shit out and then get the equipment to do it with. Or hire a motherfucker to do it. He could have saved money hiring someone to do this fucking job. So that's not what it's about, is it? Unless he's really fucking stupid. So, I can rent one of his little excavators, right? Shit, I can't remember the names of the little ones that they used to make. Somebody will comment to me. But anyway, they are climatic Cletrax. Cletrax are one, and there's some others. Anyway, here's the point. They're bigger than that one. They have more horsepower, and they're better than that one. And you can rent those for 1 month. 4 fucking weeks for $1,800. Okay? I don't know what kind of fucked up scam he's got going on, or if he's just dumb as a box of fucking rocks and e-begging views. I don't know. But kids, don't fall for that shit. And you might say, let's say this. Let's say this. You might say, well, Slappy, I didn't know. How would I know that? And you're right. How would you know that? You would think that you would stop what you're doing and say, this is screwy. It's not that good. It looks like a children's toy that can't really do any real work. And you're like, yeah, you're right. I built one. Trust me, I know. All right. There's a limit on it. For him, if you watch what he's doing, he's literally spent $8,000 to move a couple of dump trucks of gravel. Of fine gravel, if you'll notice. Think about that. I'm just saying, so there's more going on here. Maybe he dug a couple ditches with that funky ass bucket, which is dog shit. If you'll look at that bucket, Econ ought to get a laugh out of that. Be like, hell, I can do that much with a shovel. And you're like, yep, snow shovel will do that. Anyway, I'm just saying, okay, I built mine for $3,000, and I've got absolutely $3,000 worth, way over $3,000. It's done foundations, house foundations. No, it's not going to bust up bedrock, because it's not designed to bust up bedrock. It's designed to dig out stumps and everything else. All right, but it's not designed to dig a fucking swimming pool through 3 or 6 foot of fucking sandstone. That's not that's not what it. You need to go get a bigger excavator for that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Not a Chicom piece of garbage. So here's my guess. My guess is he's sponsored, and it's one of the, I don't know, Alibaba Chicom. One of these fucking places hit him up and said, hey, buy this, man, and we'll cut you a deal and do a video on it, and this is how great it's. I could be dead wrong, too. Also, dead don't give a fuck, because like I said, if you go by his numbers, you're going to lose your fucking ass. Because I guarantee you this. I guarantee you get into the 100-hour range and you start having trouble with that fucking thing. I'd put good money down on it. Anyway, I didn't watch the rest of his video after 3 minutes because I thought, whoa, this is all wrong. His numbers are way the fuck off. How does this make any sense? And, of course, he's defending his fuckery. He's not explaining to you what a dumb fucking idea it is. He's not saying, how would I say this? Here you go, Econ will get this one. He's saying, let's see, 40, I'm trying to think. There is nothing he could have built worth a fuck or done in 40 hours. Now, to be fair, I'm not a heavy equipment operator, okay? I don't sit around on road graders and shit. I'll leave that to your imagination. If you're an operator, you'll know. You'll be like, 40 hours, that's not very much. So you can get, again, if you've got a full-size excavator, you got a D6, or you got, okay, you can get some shit done in 40 hours. Okay? That's a big old fucking pond. All right? That's something, knocking down fence lines and shit. Okay, you can get something done with that. Take a look at his little Chicom digger, and you explain to me in 40 hours what he could have got done with that. Go ahead and imagine. He's not going to be doing water line. Look at that little bastard. I've done water line. I've done all kinds of shit with mine. It comes in handy when you got to do something that you do not want to have to do with a shovel. So I'm going to point out, when you look at that right there, you just go, that's a joke, right? And you're like, it's got to be a joke. I mean, the undercarriage alone on that little thing is not going to, that's not going to last. It's not. It's not going to fucking last. Not into your 100 and 200 hours. I just don't see it. Anyway, so let me go back through his monetary claims. $8,000 for it, to have it shipped off. All of it, I don't give a fuck who got what. It's $8,000 at the end of the day. All right? Sitting at your house. And use it for 40 hours. That's $180 an hour. All right? Now, you can rent one for $16 an hour, $16, $20 an hour. or roughly $200 a day. But you can get deals on them, obviously, if you rent one monthly for roughly, at least the prices I looked at were $1,800 for a month. 4 weeks, 24 hours a day, $1,800. I've got a question. He has accomplished the most expensive hourly rate for a Chicom excavator that cannot dig water line. Okay? And he could have just rented one for a couple hours. I don't, it's just dumb shit that people do, I think, on YouTube, on the internet to get attention. Anyway, again, I already built one. It works far superior to his fucking piece of garbage. Though his does have tracks and a little pusher blade. Not impressed. No, I'm not impressed. Go build one and then have to maintain it. And you're like, yeah, that Chinese piece of shit ain't going to last that long. So I will tell you, I don't believe his fucking claim of 40 hours. I believe he's got maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 hours in that. I'm just, whatever. I don't know why people don't roll their eyes and go, ah. But anyway, so you can thank Maggie May Fish for doing that fucking off-grid grifter thing, and this fucking thing popped up. I thought, nope, this is bullshit. Why is it even showing up in my video thing? And B, this guy's full of shit. Alright, this guy's just full of shit. Anyway, so there you go. Excavators and you. Now, to be fair, skid steers are fucking incredibly retarded on prices now. I mean, you can get a ragged out, clapped out, dog shit, and it, pick one, I don't care, and a little excavator be 10 grand? Damn near 10 grand. Yet I can go get a 1970s D6, for, what is it? Now, granted, the final drives will probably have some trouble in it, but it'll work for a while. For, 4 or 5 grand. A D6 dozer that I cannot even put on a fucking trailer to haul home. I would have to pay someone to put that on a fucking lowboy or something and drag it to the house, right? And I get that for 30, but this motherfucker here is going to tell you my Chinese excavator that cannot dig a rock out of a fucking garden, man, was it worth that $8,000? No, motherfucker, it sure wasn't. It sure was not. Nope, not even. I also saw, I told Econ this one so he'd get a laugh out of it. I was looking around and I saw a 1980 something. I don't know. I don't really remember. It's 1980 something. Dresser dozer. And I said, holy shit, a dresser dozer. Get that sumbitch for, what was it, $3,500? And it looked fairly good, but you already know there's going to be some undercarriage difficulties at that rate. All right. And sure as shit, the one thing I didn't think of immediately, because I wasn't thinking of that, I was looking at the price. This is a warning to y'all. I didn't buy it, obviously, but it's a warning. What does Econ say? Where the fuck are you going to get parts? And I was like, oh shit, you're right. That's a dresser. That's from Canada. That's not even from here. They went out of business back in 90-something. Or whenever, I don't remember, but it was been way back. It's the same as somebody saying, oh yeah, go buy that fucking mower right there, buddy. What's it got in it? It's got a Tecumseh. What the fuck? I can't get, Tecumseh went out of business 30 years ago. I can't get that. I can't do anything about that. So there's your warning. When somebody tells you, you know, man, buy this fucking 60s Volkswagen, do remember it's a Volkswagen and you've got to rebuild it and you're going to have to do work to it and shit like this. And do remember, if somebody says, oh man, my Chicom excavator is the best fucking excavator ever, you just shake your head and roll your eyes and go, you stupid fuck, none of your numbers line up. Okay? That's just how I see it. You can see it however you want. It's just an old man and his wife talking out their ass about Chinese shit, garbage that you buy off the fucking internet. All right? I mean, good for the Chinese. They're making money on dumb fucking British people and Americans like us. I can't knock them on that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, ooh, yeah, no, that's not worth $8,000. To be fair, I don't know how, if I remember rightly, they were like $5,000 or some shit. Well, more now, but just for the unit. And it's like, listen, dude, your Chinese shit is not worth $5,000. I will give you $1,575, and that includes the fucking shipping. That includes all of it to my door. I will not pay more than two. See, I've already screwed myself out of $425. But anyway, I'll give you two. I'll give you $2,000. And they'll be like, oh, no, Slappy, no, you are buddy, you Communist Party buddy. You buy excavator. We go 1875, but you pay 900 ship, and you're like, no, motherfucker, I built an excavator for $3,000. That's better than yours. Why the fuck would I buy one worse than mine from you that costs more? Okay? Why? Why would I pay you fucking $180 an hour to use something like that? Okay? So basically, there you go, kids. It's whatever. If the guy uses it another 40 hours and it runs without breaking down, well, he's starting to get his money back, I guess, according to him. That's not how I see that. He's going to have to do a shitload of jobs, outside jobs, to make that little pile of shit worth it. You know what I mean? $8,000. I was like, fuck you. I could probably get a non-running skid steer that's going to take some work, probably from the 1980s, for that money. You know what I mean? You could go get, what? 4 Ford tractors from the 1950s for that. And probably have 2 of the 4 running. I mean, just drive them home. Now, the other 2 may not run, but whatever. They're not that hard to fix. Trust me, I know that. So, I'm just stating, our Chicom friends, I appreciate your capitalist tendencies, but not today. I am not going to fall for that shit. It is interesting that they are doing what you would call home-sized, or whatever you want to go. These fucking moron quote, homesteaders, unquote, right? I'm living off the grid with my Chinese excavator. And it's like, you fucking idiot. No wonder you got to come out here and fucking beg for money and shit, you moron. I mean, and make videos being defensive about your garbage bullshit ideas and whatever else have you. So, like I said, if I'm lucky, I'll join the Chinese Communist Party and become a citizen of China, and I will import the living shit out of these little excavators for $3,000, maybe $3,500. Make myself $500 a unit, right? I might do that. Which nobody, I probably sell 1 a month. So it's not going to do any good, right? Because it's not like the Chinese military is like, we need a shitload of those. No, they don't. That's why they're selling them to you, dumb fuck. They're not using them. They're selling them to you because you're a fucking idiot. And you pay $8,000. Again, to be fair, that's probably not the original price, but I don't give a fuck. It's not worth it. All right. Now, if they can send me a case, you know what I mean? A case of, what the fuck, 950, whatever the fuck. Send me a wheel loader, a front wheel loader, right? And I seen a guy buy a Chinese front wheel loader, and he's like, well, it kind of works. Works sometimes, most of the time. It's like, holy shit. Do you know how much it fucking costed to get that somebody shipped over here? Why? You know, just eat it. Just eat it. And buy one from Cat or Case or Deer or whatever well, maybe not Deer, or maybe not Case either. I mean, but anyway, but a cat. Yeah, she's just going, hi, Caterpillar, I'd like to buy one. Let me put it on fucking payments. You know, more, because it's going to cost more than your house, your wife, your kids. It's going to be $150,000, but you get the point. You'll get your 40 hours out of that shit to move 2 or 3 fucking dump trucks worth of loose gravel that you could have done with a fucking shovel and a rake. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, that's it, kids. I don't know why this video exists. I don't. But it's the weird pet rock bullshit of YouTube and the internet, right? And you just scratch your head and you go, what is going on? Why are you telling people this is a great fucking deal, the best fucking deal ever? Why are you doing the Donald Trump? Oh, this is the greatest fucking Chicom deal ever. It's so fucking great. I drive it around my yard. I ram in the neighbor's trash cans. I dig up holes in the yard and swim and put. No, you don't. You don't do anything with that piece of shit. I can look at it and tell you ain't been using it 40 hours. Out of that 40 hours, 8 hours had to have been fucking idle time because it does not look like it's got 40 hours. I'm just saying. Whatever. You're not going to be digging any gold mines with that. You're not going to be making your money back with that. It will make it, I guess you could say, I did not have to use a wheelbarrow and I did not have to use a shovel. But for fuck's sake, $180 an hour is not the way to go. If you're that dumb, just give me the $180 an hour. Just send me $8,000 and I'll send you some lawnmower tires and shit and tell you, nope, it's fully automated and pneumatic, man. It's also hydraulic. You say, how's it hydraulic? Well, when the tire goes flat and it gets water in there, it's hydraulic. Don't you know, hey, $180 an hour, you'll buy anything.